All right, moving on to the letter S. I believe today we have 131 albums to go through. So let's hop on this. This A is for Alice, B is for Bob, C is for the continuation of my album Purge. Yeah, I'm Steve. All right, let's rock and roll. Saga, Heads or Tails, my favorite album by them. I've only had like 4 of them, but that's the best. This one, Images at Twilight, nope, don't like it. Saints, Eternal Years, ugh, what a piece of garbage. No thank you, I got that at a garage sale, same one I got with the Sex Pistols. Sammy Hagar, you know what, I have everything he's done on CD. I do not need any of these. Bam, 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 goodbye Sammy. Santana Greatest Hits. You know what? That's all I need from Santana, I think. Santana Beyond Appearances. Didn't even know I had this. I'll bet you that has never been played. Goodbye. Savoy Brown, Looking In. A lot of people say this is their best album. I don't like it. I actually have gotten rid of more than I've kept so far. Scandal, Goodbye to You. This is John McEnroe. Scorpions, my divider. Okay, Lonesome Crow, my introduction to them. I got this when that album came out. It's still my favorite album by them. Fly to the Rainbow, my second favorite album by them. In Trance with the actual boob. Yeah, I've got the good one. My third favorite album by them. Virgin Killer, my fourth favorite album by them. Taken by Force, my fifth favorite album by them. Keeping all those. All right. Love Drive. Remember that came out when I was in the Air Force. Animal Magnetism. I saw them, I believe, on this tour. Or maybe it was Love Drive. I know I saw them while I was in the Air Force. It had to be one of those 2 albums. Blackout, this is an anniversary edition. I think the reason why I bought this was because it came with a special CD. And I don't need this one because I have that one. So, whoops. So I am keeping that one, getting rid of that one. Oh yeah, Love at First Sting. Who doesn't love a side boob? Love Drive. Now we got some cleavage. Now here's a band who knew how to make album covers. Scorpions, Crazy World, Keeper. I keep all my Scorpions. Face the Heat. Sting of the Tail. Seen them a number of times. Come Black. Return to Forever. And Rock Believer. I do not think this is very good. A lot of people do. I was not blown away by it at all. The Searchers, Needles and Pins. Yeah, what a great tune. Seekers, Hey There, Georgia Girl. Now you're going back to my youth. Sensational Alex Harvey Band, The Impossible Dream. Yes. My favorite album by Alex Harvey. Next. With Faith Healer on it. Shoes, Tongue Twister. Band out of Zion, Illinois. Shooting Star, Your Poor Man's Kansas. This is a really good album. Hang On for Your Life. 3 Wishes, very good album too. Sidewinders, love my Sidewinders. Silencers, I used to date, I believe that's who she was with. I used to date their tour manager. That's a long, long time ago. 16 and Savage, yeah, Michael DeBar. Simon and Garfunkel, goodbye. Simon and Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Water, goodbye. Simple Minds, keeping that one. Soundtrack to Singles, keeping that. Skanska Nerd, band out of Sweden, a little stoner rock there for you. Slade, you hear Slade at the beginning of most of my videos. Sladeist, fantastic band. Old, New, Borrowed, and Blue. I have almost all of these. Oh, I have everything, I think, by them on CD. I don't have all of them on LP. Slade in Flame. I think I sent this same one to Richard over at your vinyl tap house. I sent him that. Slade, ooh, Rolling Stone Records. I shopped there many a times. You boys make big noise. Rogues Gallery. Sly and the Family Stone. Stand. Keeping it. I don't get the attraction to this album. I keep trying and trying and trying. It's highly thought of, but Small Faces, that is. Snail. What a horrible name for a band, but it's not a bad album. I'm keeping it. As far as I know, they only did 2, and I have 2 copies of it. Why, I don't know. Getting rid of one of them. Goodbye. Sniffing the Tears. Fantastic album. I'm a leg man. That's a great leg, but that is not a photograph. That's a painting by Paul Roberts, the leader of the band. Yeah. So those are gone. Doing pretty good on the Purge side so far. Sonny Landreth. We keep any Sonny Landreth. The Sorrows. This is the UK or the US version? There's 2 bands called the Sorrows. Soul Savers. The Light the Dead Sea. Dave Gahan with the Soul Savers. Here's Imposter with Dave Gahan. And then another one, Angels and Ghosts. The album's got progressively worse. Not worse. It's just that this one is so damn good that nothing else was going to live up to it. My Only Sparks album, Kimono, whatever. Sound of Contact by the band Dimensionaut. That is Phil Collins' son. This is the best concept album you never heard of. Came out in 2012, I believe. The Spiders from Sweden. Killer Machine. You got Spike here, lead singer of Choir Boys. He does nothing but, well, it's called 100% Frankie Miller, and that's why he's doing nothing but Frankie Miller songs. But he has some great people on this. This also comes out white vinyl. But I don't think it says right there. But you've got Simon Kirke and Andy Fraser from Free. You've got Ian Hunter. I forget who else is on there. If you're going to have one album by Spirit, that's the one you want. 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonicus. Spiral Staircase. I love you more today than yesterday. Spock Spirit Snow. A very fine concept album. Got to be top 12 concept albums for me. Feel Euphoria. After this is where I checked out of Spock Spirit. I didn't need any more Spock Spirit after that. Spooky Tooth. 2, all roads lead through Spooky Tooth. Why? Because they've had many people in the band, including Mike Harrison, The Last Puff. But you can have connections to, and Witness, you can have connections to Humble Pie, and Mott the Hoople. This is my favorite album by them. You Broke My Heart, so I busted your jaw. And don't forget Gary Wright, Your Dreamweaver was also in Spooky Tooth. Spotniks Around the World. I don't know, how did I get this album? It does not strike me as something I would have bought. Did somebody send it to me? I can't remember. Please let me know. Squeeze, East Side Story. To me, the only album you need by them. Stampeders, Sweet City Woman. Yeah, that one song is good. The rest of the album blows. Goodbye. Starcastle, Your Poor Man's Yes. From downstate Illinois. And their album Citadel. Pretty good album too. Stars. Oh man. Here is a band that heavily influenced many bands. Influenced bands like Motley Crue and Poison and all those dudes. 1976, their debut. I think that's one of the top, 15 debut albums ever. Violation. Attention shoppers, you want all these Stars albums. I think this is their second best album, Coliseum Rock. Here they kind of combine the sound of, you're going to hear like Thin Lizzy and Boston. You're going to hear a lot of that Tom Schultz style guitar. Steely Dan, the only Steely Dan album I own, that I will ever own, that I need, that I want. That's it, Can't Buy a Thrill. Stepson, yeah, it's 70s hard rock, and it's pretty good. But those are the lost tapes. That was an RSD. Stephen Stills, you know what? I've tried. I can't get into this one. Goodbye, Stephen. I got Stephen Stills, too. That one didn't do much for me either, so goodbye. Steppenwolf Monster. You know what? I've got the box set of Steppenwolf on CD. I don't need it. The second album by them, I don't need it. At Your Birthday Party, you know what? I'm going to keep this because that's die cut, so it's a little unique. I'm going to keep it. Steve Hackett, Please Don't Touch. That's right, you can't touch this album. MC Hammer said so. But I'm getting rid of it. Why? Because I have it in a box set. So Spectral Mornings, I'm keeping it, although I got to check. That might be part of the same box set. Curio, this is his worst album, I believe. So goodbye. Although that pina colada he's drinking looks very tempting. This album, when this came out, my God, people were raving about it. I don't like it as much as everybody else does. The Circus and the Night Whale. Anyway, it's a horrible name. Steve Miller Band, Living in the USA. Doot, 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 doot. Your Saving Grace. Steve Miller Band, number 5. That's his 5th album, I believe. Brave New World. This is the Steve Miller you want. All the early stuff. Then you get this stuff here. This is Living in the 20th Century. No, if I'm saying why do I want it? Steve Winwood, Back in the High Life. Keeping that one for my wife. Stevie Ray Vaughan. You keeping that? Yeah, you know you are. And then some more Stevie Ray Vaughan. Keeping that. Couldn't stand the weather. I got a nice pile of Purge there now. Ooh, now we're talking some good stuff. Steven Wilson. Grace for Drowning, right? Yeah. Keeping it. I think this is called like 4.5. Insurgents. Scary, huh? The Raven That Refused to Sing. Love that album cover. Talk about a great album cover. Hand Cannot Erase, also a great album. Oh my God, there's another top 10 concept album for you. Not a very happy one, but Steven Wilson, To the Bone. I had front row center tickets for that tour. Got them the day before the concert. Steven Wilson, The Future Bites. A lot of people bang on about that album. I think it's actually pretty good. Here it is, the overview. I'm still trying to love that album. I'm not there yet. Stone Roses, can't get rid of that. I'll be thrown out of the VC. Actually, it's not a bad album. Stray Dog, okay. Now, what's his name? Snuffy's on here. I gotta make sure I get his name right here. Oh, Snuffy Walden, yeah. If you don't know him from being in a band that was pretty obscure, Snuffy made a ton of money in Hollywood writing theme songs for TV shows and then also soundtracks for movies. Yeah. Styx, this is what you want. You want your early Styx, yeah. Like this, Styx 2. And even Man of Miracles. Now this, I like Equinox, but when I was entering all my CDs, my Purge CDs onto a spreadsheet, I had all these Styx ones in there now. And at this point, I decided I'm going to keep the CDs. They take up less room, so I'm getting rid of the LP. Equinox, that's not a bad album, but I hardly ever listen to it. Grand Illusion, goodbye. God, that's an album I never need to hear again. Suede, also known as London Suede, but this is my favorite album by them. Coming up. Sci-Fi Lullabies. This is a 2 LP. This is all like B-sides and rare stuff. Sugar. Here's an album that people love. I bought it because so many people were raving about it in the VC. I don't like it. Goodbye. Supertramp, their debut at the Flipside. I used to shop at Flipside Records all the time. Look at that. 5 albums for 20 bucks. Oh, can't show you that album cover. I'll be banned. Do you see it? No, do you see it? No, maybe you see it. All right, Crime of the Century. Oh, top 10 album for me. Absolutely love that album. Then another Crime of the Century. And Buckle Your Seats, another Crime of the Century. I'm not normally that guy. But this, actually, Steve Carlson was nice enough. I saw him in one of his videos. He was flipping, and he came across the original master. And I commented to him, I said, if you would grab that for me, I will gladly send you the money. He sent it to me, and all is square. Thank you, Steve. Crisis, what crisis? I saw them on that tour. Saw them on that tour, even in the quietest moments. Yeah, you're going to say, wait a minute, where's Breakfast in America? Even though I saw him on Breakfast in America twice, I can't stand that album, except for the deep cuts. I have the CD. That's all I need to hear. It was just so overplayed. Famous Last Words. I like that album because it didn't get much play. Brother, Where You Bound? Same thing. Didn't get much play. Southern Brothers and Quiver. Yeah. The song on there, what is it? I Don't Want to Love You, But You Got Me Anyway. Oh, play that song. What a fantastic song. Dream Kid. I'll take anything with the Sutherland Brothers name on it. Reach for the Sky. Down to Earth. Much like me. Very down to earth. Slipstream. I think this is their best album. Slipstream. Susie Quattro. I believe this was VCLT from my buddy Gary. The Devil in Me. You got the Sweat Hog and the song Hallelujah. Now, you know what? I have the CD. I don't need the album because it's really the only song you want to hear on there. Sweet, featuring Little Willie. We're keeping that one because that does not come in the box set that I have. Give Us a Wink does. Oh, it's gone. Oh, yeah, Hippie Hippie Shake by the Swingin' Medallions. What a fantastic song from way back in the day. And talking about way back in the day, Swingin' Medallions, Double Shot of My Baby's Love. That's a classic top 45 hit. The top 40 hit on 45. Whoa, this might be the biggest stack of Purge I've had here yet. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh my God. Thank God. 25 out of 131. That is a very fine percentage. All right, that is it. I will be up next with the teas. Thank you.